Welcome back to Tule Lake Butte Valley Fair Market Animals 2019, looking at the market lambs. In this video, video 7, we'll take a look at how to create a chart or a graph using selected data from our table. When we finished up video 6, we were doing a sort, and so I'm still clicked on that particular worksheet down at the bottom there, Market Lambs 2019 Sort. And at the end of video 6, you were to have created a sort based on, I believe it was the commission amount paid. And so you selected that data. You went to Data, Sort, and then you sorted based on commission amount, smallest to largest, and ended up there. So the least paid was $61.02, and the most paid for a commission was $187.44. So what we would like to do now is go ahead and let's sort it back to show number. So I'm going to select all that. Data, sort, and this time let's change this back to show number, and we'll go from smallest to largest. So now we have our exhibitors listed in numerical order. And then I'm going to do a file save as on that and save that as video 7. Right there. I've already done it, so I don't need to do it again, but that's how you'd want to do it. Fair Market Animals 2019 video 7. So I'm just going to click Save to update that. And then we can go in and practice doing some charts. And the first chart we're going to do for this video is a column chart. And so here's how you do it. First of all, we need to select the data that we want to make a chart of. And so we're going to go ahead and start with this data right here for sales price. And so actually, Excel's a very smart program, and it knows that the heading at the top of a series of values is likely the title that we want to use or close to it. So I'm going to go ahead and include sale price as part of the chart. So that's D5. So I'm going to click, drag through all the values. I'm going to come up to the main tabs here, the main menu, and click Insert. Looking at this ribbon, I'm looking for the Charts group. Lots of different charts. And we are going to start right here. Insert Column Chart. There's a little box you can drop down for different formats of column charts, and we're going to take a 2D basic column chart right here. I'll select that. And there's my little chart embedded right within the worksheet. I can grab the little handles here and drag it out, make it a little larger so we can see it a little better. And notice that you can move that around within your chart. I'm going to close this Format Chart area to give myself a little more space. And so it did put that title in, Sale Price. Here's our values. Notice that they're just numbered 1 through 27 here. And then here's our sale price amounts. So the first thing to do is come up here and click on sale price, and we will modify this title. I'm going to click at the end of the E in price, press enter, and put a subtitle. And that's going to be Market Lambs 2019. So now it looks like this. The next thing I want to do is give a little bit more meaning to this horizontal axis, this down here, because this here represents all of our exhibitors, but notice that these numbers don't correspond to the exhibitor numbers. So that we need to format and modify. And so the way you do that is, notice up here, once we created a chart, these chart tools pop up, and we have Design, tools and format tools. So there's lots of different things that you can do to these charts. We're going to stick to the real basics here for video 7. And click on Design. And then what we will want to click next is Select Data. So notice here, so this is our first series of data that we did select, but we need more in order to generate a horizontal axis that's accurate and reflects the exhibitor number. So click Select Data. And so this data source window pops up, and it's waiting for us to make a decision or to let Excel know what we want to be graphed and what labels we want to associate with that. So right now, sales price is listed here as our first series. And this is a single series chart because it's only charting one series of information, which is the sale price. That's the total amount of the sale at the time of the auction. But what we do need is that we need a horizontal axis category, either some names or some exhibitor numbers. And so what we can do is come over here to the horizontal category axis labels and click Edit. Right now it's just 1 through 27. We're going to click Edit. And now it's prompting us. It goes, what range of data do you want to be here for the show number? So I'm going to go ahead and select these numbers right here, starting with the 1, drag on through. And then notice it automatically updates. And there's those exhibitor numbers. And if we like what we see, we click OK. Click OK. And now we can see that we have accurate exhibitor numbers for all that information. Now, the next thing that we can do once we have this basic information in here is that we can move this chart to its own page, make it large, and make it a little easier to work on. So what I'm going to do is click up here to Move Chart. And then you can select either to keep it as an object in this worksheet or to make it a new sheet. So I'm going to click New Sheet and give it the name Sales Price, or to be accurate, Sale Price Market Lambs 2019. Sale Price Market Lambs 2019. Click OK. And there we have it. It has its own page now, nice and big. And notice that it is showing up right down here as a chart. Sale Price Market Lambs. So here's what we were working on. There's our original table of data. And then it created a new page, which is actually a chart. And then the last step is to go in and go ahead and give it some titles for the y-axis and the x-axis. X on the horizontal, Y on the vertical. And so a real easy way you can do that is come up here, Design, Quick Layout. Let's do Layout 9. Layout number 9 will retain our original data, including the title. So I'm going to click Layout 9. It's going to allow me to put in an axis title here. So I can click, triple click, and put in the name of this as Sale Price. And then I'll click on the x-axis, triple click to change the name of that, and that would be Exhibitor Number. And then it also put in a legend here, but because we only have one series of data, I'm going to select that and just delete. I don't care about that legend at this point. And so that is creating a basic chart within Excel. So your assignment for this video is to go back to your Market Lambs 2019 and this time create the same column chart, except this time graph the net amount received. So you're going to have net amount on the x-axis and the exhibitor number on the y-axis. And then have me come by and take a look at that.